Action research begins. So, as part of the Level 5 Diploma Education and Training, Unit 8 is what we've been aiming at all the way through Year 1 and now Year 2. We're splitting the action research into 3 briefs, the first of which is AR1. Action research is a brilliant and personalised opportunity for you to seek transformative change in your practice, through the process of taking action in your classroom, in your practice, and doing research alongside the taking of that action to bring about some change, to enhance, adapt, evolve your practice, and engage in critical reflection all the way throughout doing so. So, when I did my DETLs in 2008 to 2010, I did it around my voice and the fact I couldn't shout. I'm just not a shouter. And mannerisms, body language, gestures, and proximity, how close or far away I was to the learners, and how that changed things in terms of me engaging the learners and controlling the behaviour of said students. It was suitably transformative in my practice. The reason I've got that floating keyboard that I use in the lesson is because of my action research. The way I speak and the way I punctuate points and the way I structure things and the way I organise my approach is all due to the action research I undertook in 2010, it would have been. This is an opportunity for you to take something about your practice, to scratch an itch, to transform it, enhance it, through the process of taking action and doing research and continually reflecting on that process. That's something that Claire and I and some other guest speakers are going to be helping you with. So let's take a look at the first assignment. I will be assessing this one. It comes out the 26th of January, and you've got a couple of weeks until the 9th of Feb to work on this. This is about you understanding the expectations of what action research is, helps you to understand the nature and purpose of what it is, and to start evaluating your own practice in relation to action research. So, there are 2 tasks. Task 1 will cover 1.1 through to 1.3, and it asks you to explain, analyse, and think about action research. You're going to be researching and producing a report, a document, investigating the purpose and features of action research. So I've given you a little bit of an overview already, but you're going to be explaining it in your own terms as to what the purpose, the reason, the aim of action research is. Use examples, tether it to your own context and how you might relate it to what you do. Analyse the key features of the action research process. So analyse, examine, look at it from different angles, in detail, interpret, use examples, break down, dissect the key features of what that process is in action research, what you'll be doing. Also analyse, break down, dissect the implications, the ramifications, the impacts of a model of action research. You'll be shown different models of action research from myself or Claire or our guest speakers who are lined up for you, and you will be breaking down the implications of a model of action research and how that impacts things for the researcher, in this context, you. Task 2 will cover criteria 3.1 through to 3.3, and you'll be researching and writing a report here that evaluates, so weighs up the pros, the cons for action research, things to be conscious and mindful of. You're also going to evaluate a minimum of 4 methods of collecting qualitative, that is, descriptive language-based research, an interview, for example, a focus group, and quantitative data, that is, measurable, quantifiable, data-focused research. Evaluate, that is, weigh up the pros, the cons of a minimum of 4 methods of collecting qualitative and quantitative data. You're also, for task 2, to wrap things up, going to review ways in which collected data may be analysed. So thinking about pie charts, line graphs, scatter diagrams, and other ways of visualising data and interpreting, extracting meaning from it to move forward. The reports may be produced in any professional written format with citations and references to back up your texts. Now, at this point in the video, my 4-year-old's having a bit of a meltdown behind that door and may walk in, so I might wrap things up a little bit earlier than I anticipate doing so. We'll see how far we get. Bit of suspense in the video. Your work should be presented in a professional academic style. Harvard referencing, please. Link your research coherently to your writing using citations, references, and quotes. We're here to help you. Email, Google Chat, in lessons to help you refamiliarise yourselves with the Harvard referencing approach in particular. And again, this is the most important part, particularly of Unit 8 action research. Draw on your own experiences as much as possible. This covers quite a lot of Unit 8 criteria, as you can see. Now, we're here for you throughout the remainder of the course, and action research will run from this point through to the end of the academic year. So you really need to start thinking about what area of action research you want to look into in relation to your practice, your domain, your particular subject area, and what you want to focus on. We're led by that. Okay. Got to the end of the video without being interrupted this time. Any questions, reach out to us. We're available and we're in your corner until the end of the academic year. Get in touch about observations, book them in, be proactive, and speak to Claire and I if you've got any concerns or worries about anything at all. We're here to help you. Okay?